Hey, Ghost, I got to ask you, your first taste of pro hockey in the American League, Adirondack Phantoms. How was that transitioning out of some success?
Who was my first D coach again?
Yeah,
Rick. I thought it was only like 2 games.
No, man, it was more than 2.
In Adirondack?
I played 2 games like for that, but then next year.
Yeah, the next year,
when I started in the minors, Riles was still kicking back there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was cool. I remember that. I know we went for training camp. We went to Lehigh for a game.
Yep.
Guess whose skates weren't there? And I got to take the blame because I was in charge. So I was like, no, I forget exactly what happened, but we had a new pair, and I'm like, Ghost, I got to tell you something, bud.
Nasty came up to me like almost crying. He's like,
I felt,
sorry.
The guy's trying
to
never
happen again.
I'm like,
what? He's like, we forgot your skates. I was like, what?
I thought
second preseason game. I'm like,
I know,
trying to make the team.
I thought the guy that was working with me was kidding. Like, I thought he was just messing around. He's like, no, they're.
So how'd that play out?
Well, he put new skates on and played. His poor guy's feet were killing him, and he still looked great. He still played awesome.
Fresh wheels.
But he doesn't like. Well, I don't know if you've changed since I had you, but he didn't really like getting into UNG. It was like pulling teeth to get these guys into new skates.
Still like maybe 2 pairs a year.
That blows my mind away. Then I got Provy changing every 3 to 4 games. Jake, he could go 1 game and want to change.
That's really putting someone in a squeeze though when you forget their skates and actually force them to put in new wheels.
Second preseason game, he's trying to make a team. He has no skates. I went and told the coaches. I told them all, like, I'm like, look, this is the deal. And they're like, oh, fuck, here we go. You're fired. Now that came a couple years later.
Yeah, right.
No, but your rookie season, Ghost, man, 17 Gs. I swear to God, every time he took a 1T, it was going in. Like, it was unbelievable. That must have been
a magic bag. I haven't had that feeling since.
Oh my God, man. It was crazy. It was so awesome, and it pushed us through. I mean, we won so many games in overtime. I went back and was looking at clips on YouTube. I just remember how pumped I would be and the whole team.
That was like one of the most exciting.
It was so exciting
moments, or like, it was a 2 or 3 month span, I guess, right? Or whatever it was.
Crazy.
Like, it was amazing.
That was fun. That was a ride for sure.
Yeah, and you ended up being second in Calder voting that year. And you really, 2017, 2018, you had an incredible 65 points that year, man. It was 52 assists that year. It was crazy, man. But just that 1T, boom,
the 1T
in the net.
Yeah. When did you really unlock that bad boy? Was that the same time that you kind of got thrown back on the power play there? Or
I don't know.
Realizing you had that thing in your
not the biggest
pocket?
Nasty knows that, but I don't know. My grandpa always told me, he's like, you're gonna shoot, man. Shoot as fucking hard as you can. I'm like,
yeah. Great advice. Yeah.
Yeah. Good mechanics, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that your golf swing is pretty legit.
Oh yeah, he's not a bad golfer.
Yes, you know.
Little better than you.
Better than mine, yeah.
Hey, I was telling this story, Ghost, the other day. It was you and I, and we took Stoley. It was right when he first was wanted to play golf. Stoley's huge, right? So he wasn't that he wasn't doing that bad, but there was someone else with us. It was another young guy, and like Ghost is like, for you guys that don't know, he's a sick golfer, like ridiculous, and. So I suck, but I'm like, try to at least, I play fast. At least if I hit a bad shot, I'm pretty quick. But I remember him and I tee off, and I just cannot remember who the other guy was, but him and I are like in the fairway waiting, and we start looking around. Where the fuck these 2 guys go? And they were in a different cart. Him and I were riding together. Stoley and whoever it was over looking for balls in the bushes. And you were like, what are you doing?
We don't look for balls.
There's people behind us, and they're over, trying to find
get some free balls. Or what?
I'm trying to find not their ball,
right, yeah.
No, yeah, not theirs, free
just
balls.
Replace all the balls.
They're trying to load up their cart. Look how many balls we found.
It's not why we're here, boys. Fucking.
Totally.
I've been guilty.
It was
of that.
so funny.
You
were with me when I got Sammy with the snake that day too.
Oh yeah. I was with you. That was a Woodcrest, I think.
Yeah, I was with Chris. I got Stoley really good with it, but that damn double hit the record. I didn't.
I didn't get the footage.
I didn't get it, but
Sammy was good though. Sammy screamed and
I could just see that look on Sammy's face.
He lost his mind, man. I'm still pissed though. He got traded. I feel like I wasn't happy about that, but I'm not a GM.
Yeah.
I'm not a GM.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And like you said, you got yourself. I felt like the guy that was here kind of like took that swagger away from you a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, the guy that was coaching, and I'm glad you got there. And I know we were always talking about on the show, like you played great there. So maybe you're right. Things do. I've learned that things happen for a reason. So, yeah, it was pretty cool.
How was your mindset there towards the end of your time in Philly? Like, I know it obviously gets stressful, and there's, you know, the pressure and the performance elements. Like, you know, like sports is tough enough as it is, and then you just get this another layer of pressure on top of it. Like, I mean, how difficult was it to kind of go through the kind of that ending for you in Philly?
Yeah, I mean, definitely from where it started on such a high, you know, my rookie year and whatnot, and, you know, making playoffs, and then, you know, ending on a sour note, pretty much getting traded for a used puck bag. But, you know, I mean, it sucks. I mean, it's part of the business, but, you know, for me personally, you know, I wasn't 100% like body wise. I had a lot of injuries, especially those last couple years in Philly. And I felt like I was just turning a corner, actually. But, you know, everything happens for a reason. Like I said, I mean, can't play. You know, I thought Claude Giroux was going to be a Flyer forever. You know, he's played on teams since then. So it's like, it's the nature of the beast. You know, I really enjoyed my time in Philly. You know, I started as a young man and became a man in that city. So I'll be forever grateful for my times there. You know, there's nothing like playing in Philly, and you can only experience that if you played there. So
yeah.
Just in the sense of, you know, obviously the town, just living there, and then just being engulfed in, you know, the whole fan base and how passionate they are. But yeah, I mean, like I said, the last couple of years was definitely a little sour in the sense that, you know, I couldn't really play my game, like you said, Nasty. And, you know, it's a what have you done for me lately league. And, you know, I had a couple bad years. So, you know, obviously sometimes you need to change the scenery, and that happens. And, you know, thankfully I was blessed with an opportunity in Arizona and to find my game. And, you know, it's kind of nice to prove some people wrong for sure. But you know, obviously you wish you could have, you know, just stuck it out and prove people wrong there. But, you know, it happens for a reason, but definitely thankful for my time in Philly and everything that, you know, happened there.
Yeah. Yeah. That era when you were here, like, it was such a good group too. Like
unreal.
Like Rafi, Jakey, Simmer, G, like this guy, we could go on and on, but like it was even the years that we didn't make the playoffs, it was still like so much fun. And,
yeah, it was a great group.
You guys played hard. Like, who's well, I probably know the answer, but who's like one of your favorite or funny, who's like one of your funniest guys you felt like with the Flyers?
I mean, I love Lots, obviously, like that's for life, but you know, Rafi, but
yeah,
you know, you can't say about funny and charisma without Jakey. I mean, Jakey, he's one of one. He's one of one, man. He's one of those 0.001 percenters, just the way his life. He does his thing. He doesn't give a fuck, and he just rolls, man. He's awesome.
God, those three, the three you just mentioned, Jake, Raph, and Lots, sat beside each other, and it just every day you could just sit there and watch them and listen.
It's like a show.
It was a shit show.
Yeah, it was a shit show.
And like he says, like Jake says shit you shouldn't say.
Yeah. Jake says everything that everyone's thinking. Because
exactly. Which, you know, not politically correct sometimes, but everybody knows it's Jakey, and that's Jakey. So
and
we just saw Jakey a few weeks ago. He was here and came in, and we got to see him. We had him on the show again. But yeah, those teams, man, I had a really good time with you guys. It was awesome.
Yeah, I almost wish I could like play there, like as old as I am now, like now. So it's like I was so young at those times. It was like I was 21 to 27.
Yeah,
and it's like I wish I could play there when I was like 30 to 35. You know, it's just like it's a different experience, but with the same group somehow.
Yeah, for sure.
Bring that wisdom.
Well, the big Sim Daddy's coming in next week.
Next 13th.
Yeah, he's got a there they are.
Yeah, their dogs are running around somewhere.
He's gonna retire as a Flyer, and gonna have a big night for Simmer. So that's gonna be awesome.
1 day contract.
One day contract.
he
How
deserves
much do you
that.
make in
That's
that
cool.
one day? How
Yeah,
much
I
do you
know, right?
make?
That's cool though, man. Like Simmer was obviously there for my rookie year to when he left, and he was the man, just in the sense that, like, a little cliche, but like the epitome of a Flyer. I mean,
Right.
hands down, like just a beast. I mean, he was my net front god. He would take everything and anything, and do our thing on the power play, and happy he's getting sent off like that. I mean, he deserves that.
Yeah, I'm so excited. We've actually, a bunch of people have said that. Like, I hope they bring him back, and that's like they have to, man. Like you said, he's a Flyer.
Yeah,
he was born to be a Flyer
for sure.
Yeah, it would have been a shame for the way it went down in Toronto there to just like let that go the way it was, where it landed up, But thank God they're doing something.
Yeah,
they're gonna do something huge for him, sure.
Yeah, so, happy for him.
Yeah.
Quickly, also, just you touched on like Roddy. How did you like Hack, like playing for Dave Hakstol?
Yeah, Hack was great. Just like different animal now, like as I could see it as being a veteran now. Like I was a rookie when he was a rookie pretty much. And I'm sure he'll say the similar thing in the sense that he's learned so much as he's been in the NHL for that long now and just how it is. But, I enjoyed my time with Hack. I mean, he had to have the hard conversations with me because I was a rookie and I was young, and he tried to point me in the right direction in the sense that, like, hey, every play doesn't have to be a home run. Just do your thing. And, you're a dynamic player and we need you to be a dynamic player. But just in general, I think, sorry, he was a great coach. So, I enjoyed him in the sense that he was also a really good person. I think everyone was. So, and it shows in his teams now. Seattle's having maybe not the best year this year, but the success they had and with the team they had, it's good to see.
Yeah, Riley and I went out to one of our sponsors, Fans of Philly. They take us on a couple trips every year. We went out to Van last year, and we got to watch their practice. Talk about a fast practice.
Seattle's right.
Yeah, Seattle. What did I say?
I said Van, but
we did go to Van. Yeah, sorry. We're in Seattle and Van, but we went to their practice, got to see Hack, and actually they pumped the Flyers pretty good that night. I think the Flyers had one shot in the first period. It was a tough night.
They're like a weird team, man. They're good somehow.
Yeah.
They got a good blend.
Ghost, now that you're a wily old vet, and knowing that you're the dynamic player that you are, like, if you were to look back, like coaching yourself, like you talk about Hack coaching you, and like talk about how you would coach yourself, knowing the ability that you have, right, and that fine line of giving the player the luxury to make plays and be creative without holding them back and suppressing their creativity.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, just being a different kind of defenseman, obviously I'm an offensive defenseman, and I'm not the best at defense. Yeah. I think you just got to let people play their game. I mean, they're special and they're in this league for a reason. I think I'm not saying they didn't let me do that, but there were certain times where there was people in my ear saying like, hey, like, just be simple, just do this. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make me special. I need to do what made me special in the sense that what got me here and why I'm a different player, a dynamic player. And I think as I get older and realize that maybe simple plays are better, maybe a home run every play isn't what I need, but a shot fake as the last guy. And when people aren't expecting you to shot fake and you get around that guy, it creates offense, and it's just different in that sense. So I think for me, if I had to tell my younger self, it's just you need to mature your game in the sense that you need to know when to go, when not to go, when to, press that button to, do something special and maybe not force it as much. And sometimes when you're young, you get in your own mind in the sense that, oh, I'm not supposed to do it here. No, it's now. And then that comes to that confidence issue of, when to do it. So I think for myself, just, obviously just tell that younger guy, just, hey, play your game, do it special, but, stay within yourself.
Yeah, that's good advice. Because I remember coaching you, and it's like, again, you're a dynamic player. It's like I just want to, like, get out there and do your thing. It's like, because like you need to learn the program. You need to get out there. You need to feel like the coaches have confidence in you. I couldn't imagine being a type of player you were and having that in the back of your mind, like
Yeah, I mean, it's
guessing
just like
yourself all the time.
almost like they have to let you make the mistakes so you learn. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
it's like you learn by experience. I mean, like I remember one time, it was like random time, but it was my rookie year. We were playing in Dallas on the road, and it was a 6-on-5, and like there was like 20 seconds left, and I just turned around and like the puck went out, and I turned around, and I just tried to shoot it right away. And I remember G like stopped me off the bus. He's like, "Hey man, like I know you're trying to do there, but like we have time. Like just settle down. Like you don't have to make that play right there. Just settle down and make a pass, and we'll find that next play." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right." And from this time, I still think about that moment in the sense that like, hey, we got time. Like poise. Like you don't have to rush it. Just like chill, and we'll find that next play.
Yeah,
right. He's pretty good.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
He's
not
pretty
bad.
good advice.
not
Patience,
bad.
right? Yeah,
Not bad.
What I was saying earlier, Ghost, like one of my favorite things with you. Well, I love
the shimmy, the
head.
pump
I
fake.
love that shit. But I've never seen guys a player keep a puck in a zone as creatively as you. I swear,
I love that stuff,
dude. I remember you. You've done it more than once, but I remember you one time jumping up, catching the puck, but putting it through your legs when you put it back down because the guy was coming this way, and then going, and the guy goes flying by, and I'm like,
probably a little legal, but it's all
that
good.
is sick, man. I used to love.
You don't do that in men's league, Nas?
I can't.
You don't keep pucks in?
No, I don't keep pucks in. I get out of the way if they're coming near me, man. I don't want to get hit by one. But yeah, no, you're definitely a special player, and that's kind of what I was alluding to there when your last year and a half here. I don't feel like they were giving you that freedom or the confidence, really. Like taking your confidence away a little bit. But you got it back, bro. You got it back.
Had to go to AZ if I can hang out in the sun.
Yeah.
Get the confidence back.
I had to go find it.